Hello, everyone. I am Brandon.
And I'm Mandy.
We are known as Team Brandy, and we are from CAP5 Consulting. And we are here to talk about contract furnishing mark benefits for Oregon and Arizona employees. I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to go through a few of the benefits and a few resources for you. What I'd like to do first is talk about the three plans that are available to the employees in Oregon, and then the last plan that is available to the employees in Arizona. And then Mandy's going to talk about the network that the Arizona employees have access to. So for the Oregon employees, the first is that you have three options. The first is a high deductible health plan, which is also known as a HSA or health savings account. This plan here, something to know about is everything is subject to deductible on your benefits. This is a IRS qualified plan, which allows you to set aside money into a bank account tax-free. And in order to do that, the requirement is that everything is subject to deductible except one benefit coverage. And I'm going to start there. That is preventive care, which includes your physicals, mammograms, and even preventive colonoscopies. Those are covered at 100%, no cost to you. On the other benefits, though, you are going to have an individual deductible of $4,500, $9,000 for family, and then your out-of-pocket is $6,000 for individual, $12,000 for family. Once you've hit your deductible, you have a co-insurance that you will pay, and that's 30%. Kaiser covers 70% of the cost. When you hit your out-of-pocket, you will then be covered 100% on all benefits, including prescriptions. But remember, until then, you will pay for the cost of the prescriptions. Now, the reason why we offer this plan, and maybe it might be right for you, is that this is a good plan for those that are overall healthy. Maybe you have a couple doctor visits a year. Maybe you have a prescription now and then. If that is you, then this is a good plan because it's going to be your low cost plan. Plus, contract furnishings is generous enough to contribute $1,000 into your account every year. And they will put $250 quarterly up to the $1,000. So great plan if you're healthy and you want money into that account. Also on this plan, just a reminder, it's Kaiser only. It's an HMO plan. You have to go into the Kaiser system. The second plan, kind of the middle of the road, it is also an HMO, and you do have to go into the Kaiser system. But you have lower deductibles. You have a $3,000 individual, you have a $6,000 family. Again, you have co-insurance after you've hit the deductible, and then there's an out-of-pocket of $6,000 for individual, $12,000 for family. But the good thing about this plan is you have co-pays. So if you go to the doctor, it's a $30 copay. If you go to a specialist, it's a $40 copay. Preventive care is still covered 100% on this plan. Prescriptions are co-pays as well. So if you're looking for a plan where you have a few, doctor visits, maybe a procedure, inpatient hospitalization, and you have some prescriptions that you routinely take, this may be a better plan for you. Also, you're willing to go into the Kaiser facility. Now, the third plan that could be a choice for the Oregon employees, but also is the plan for Arizona employees, is a point of service plan that allows you to go out of the Kaiser system. This gives you the flexibility of providers in either the first choice network for Oregon employees or the First Health network for Arizona employees. I don't think they can make it more confusing with the names of these networks.
That's right,
First
Brandon.
choice, right, Andy?
Yes.
First choice for Oregon, First Health for Arizona.
Correct.
Again, allowing you to go out of the Kaiser system. Now, you can go into the Kaiser system if you're in Oregon and still choose point of service. But today we're only focusing on the benefits in out of the Kaiser or out of the Kaiser system. Clear as mud at this point. Also, to add a little bit to the confusion, but it is a very generous thing by Contract Furnishings, is that they have set up a health reimbursement account on your deductible in this plan. It does say 6,000 for individual, 12,000 for family, but Contract Furnishings will reimburse you on a portion of this deductible. They want you to pay the first 3,000 as an individual. Once you've hit that, they will reimburse the next 3,000 out of the 6. So in essence, it's a $3,000 deductible, but you do have to go through a process to get reimbursed on that deductible. If you are in a family, they will reimburse up to 4,000 out of the 12,000 deductible. It is a co-insurance as well at 70/30. You will be responsible for 30%. Kaiser will pay 70%. Once you've hit the out-of-pocket here of the $73.50, which includes the deductible, but also you get the reimbursement of $3,000 towards that, as well the $4,000 on the family. Once you've hit that, it's 100% coverage on all benefits. You do have co-pays in here as well, though, that you don't have to pay on subject to deductible. So if you're going to a primary care physician that's in one of these networks, First Choice or First Health, it's a $40 copay or $50 copay for specialists. And then again, it does have copays on the prescriptions. So if I'm a person in Oregon that I just want to go to, a provider out of Kaiser, maybe it's somebody at OHSU or whoever's in this First Choice network, I'm going to choose this plan. If I'm in Arizona and I live there, I'm fortunate because it's sunshine all the time, but you also have access to the First Health network. Okay, so that was quite a mouthful, Mandy. Is there anything that I missed?
I think you got it. Did you talk about the employer contribution of $1,000 annually? That's a wonderful contribution.
Yeah, and it's paid quarterly at $250 up to $1,000.
Correct. That's right. Okay. I think you did it then.
All right, now I'm going to show you the added choice that you can talk about.
Yes. So on that sheet before, we referenced this plan as point of service, POS, but it also is known as the added choice plan. So I want to make that clear that your ID card will look a little different than the HMO networks. And so if you choose this added choice plan, that means that you're living in Oregon or Southwest Washington and you want to go outside of Kaiser, or you're living in a different state like Arizona. So this is your choice, the added choice plan. So I want to encourage you to go to this website if you want to find providers. And so you would go to kp.org/added-choice/Northwest. That is also in very tiny fine print listed on the back of your ID card. As you can see, it's really small, but it's right up there. And there's an 800 number that you could call for providers, or there's a website that you can go to. And as we mentioned before, once you get to that website, if you're in Oregon, Southwest Washington, other states, you're going to be accessing the First Choice Health Network, and that's where you're going to search for your providers. But if you are in Arizona, you are going to go to that website and then access First Health Network, and that's how you will look up providers. Again, I hope we've made this clear as mud. But if you're living in Arizona, they don't know who Kaiser is. So when you call someone and say, I have Kaiser, that's not going to work for you. So you're going to want to make sure that you say First Health Network.
Yeah, thank you. You did clarify something that I should have in the beginning, and that is I said Oregon employees, but that includes Vancouver, Washington in that benefit. Thank you.
Anytime, Brandon.
You're always there to clean up my mess.
I'm always there to correct you if needed. Okay, so this is a really great flyer, just talking about all the different ways that you can access care with your health insurance. And I like this because not everybody has the time to go in, make an appointment, wait the time, and that's sometimes we can't do that. But you do have access to urgent care 24/7 via on-demand video or phone, no appointment necessary. You can schedule a video or phone appointment where you can have a face-to-face video visit or phone appointment with a Kaiser Permanente clinician. So that's an option for you as well. You can go to in-person care. Maybe you just like to actually go to the doctor and see them. I sometimes prefer them to make sure they see me and diagnose me just like they need to. No comment from you, please, Brandon. Email, you can email a physician, which I think is a great option. And usually that physician will respond within 2 business days. So that's a great way to get some care. There is a 24/7 advice line where you can call the number on your card and somebody will answer and kind of help you, direct you to maybe your next steps if you're not sure on what you need to do. And then there's the e-visit. And so the e-visit is a newer item where you can complete an online questionnaire and receive a treatment plan, including a prescription if needed within a few hours. So there's a lot of great options here. The telehealth visit is for most plans covered at 100%. If you're on an HSA plan, there's going to be maybe a $50 copay or something that you're going to have to pay for that. But that is a great way to get care and make it very convenient.
All right, well, thank you. We're going to go back, or we're going to switch now to the other benefits. So as a reminder, medicals with Kaiser, your dental and vision, which I will cover here briefly, is with MetLife. So those are really the only 2 carriers you need to remember. So dental, there we go. Just a quick overview is a $50 deductible individual. It is covered 100% for preventive, 100% for basic, and then 50% for major. And then you have a benefit maximum, which is very generous, of $2,000. And then also an orthodontia for children only up to $1,000. Now, finding a dental provider is important too. You want to make sure your dentist is in the MetLife network. They have a huge network, one of the biggest. And so there's a very good chance your dentist will be in there. They do have a couple tiers in their network. Tier 1 obviously is going to give you the best coverage. If you have a dentist maybe in their tier 2 category, there may be a little bit of a balanced bill. If you're familiar with that, it means that even though it's 100% coverage on preventive, if they're in a tier 2 network or even not in the network, you could get a balance amount that you owe. But you will go to metlife.com to see the list of providers, and you can type in your dentist to see what tier they're in.
And in that bright red down there, it tells you that the PDP Plus is the network that you would choose.
Thank you. Now the vision. Vision also with MetLife. It's a $10 copay for an eye exam. You get one every 12 months. You have up to $180 for frames and lenses. It is a $25 copay, and that's every 2 years. And then also, if you're wanting to find a vision provider, you're going to go to metlife.com/vision and look there for your vision providers. Anything else on the benefits, Mandy?
One other thing I would add is that when you're going through open enrollment, you're going to get a link from your employer and it's going to take you to Employee Navigator. And that's where, if you're a first time register, you will register with a username and password and then try to remember that. So the next time that you log in and need to find some information, you can do that. But that is where you can access all the plan summaries, all the benefit summaries, and all the extra values that we talked about today. That will all be there under resources.
All right, I think that about does it. Thank you. And thanks to Mandy for just being who she is.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a great one. See you later.